Pleasant morning, students. I know it well that all you guys are doing your works well in time. That's great. Well, let's talk about History Chapter 3 Ruling the Countryside. Under this topic, you are going to learn how British annexed the village areas of our country by collecting revenues. As we learn in Chapter 2, that East India Company became the Diwani of Bengal on 12th August 1765. After getting those Diwani rights from Mughal Emperor, now they are in time to control all the local leaders because they should not against East India Company. As British is Diwan now, then they are the chief financial administrator of territory. Before getting Diwani rights from Mughal Emperor, East India Company traded in India with the gold and silver what they imported from Britain. But now, as they are cheap here, so now they plan to collect those revenues from our people, and from that revenue, they started trading. They bought cotton and silk as cheaply as possible from our cultivators, that to increase the revenue as they develop a large revenue collection. It results a crisis in Bengal. In 5 years of time, the value of goods bought by East India Company doubled in Bengal, and farmers in Bengal were forced to sell their produce for cheaper rates. So, farmers could not pay those tax because the tax was very high. In 1770, there was a great famine in Bengal which killed more than 10,000 people and it destroyed one third of population. Now, there were ideas to improve agriculture. And British being an alien power, that is a foreign power, so they introduced permanent settlement in 1793. This idea was completely given by Cornwallis. Permanent settlement is about Jamindari system. All the Rajas and Talukdars were recognized as Jamindars and they were asked to collect rent from patients. In this settlement, the amount to be collected was fixed permanently by East India Company. This was collected to be a regular income for the East India Company and this fixed amount is very high and farmers and those cultivators were suffered a lot. Later, when a situation changed, that agriculture flourished by this time. And after seeing this flourishing agriculture, Britishers felt they were collecting very little amount as a revenue from those village people. And now they plan to increase the revenue amount, but they cannot increase it further as they already in contract under the permanent settlement. On other side, few zamindars who failed to pay their taxes to East India Company and they lost their zamindari rights and they have to sell their land in auction to company. In first decade of 19th century, the price of products increased and agriculture expanded in India. And this is the time for East India Company to increase revenue from the cultivators. So in 1822, East India Company well planned and devised a new system. This new system was devised by Paul Mackenzie. Under his directions, collectors went to each and every villages of northern part of India and inspected the lands and the charge of collecting those revenue from the village people now given to the village headman in this new system. This revenue was revised periodically and not at fixed like that of permanent settlement. This system was called as Mahalwari system. Mahal is nothing but a village. Later it became popular in northern part of India. Well, let's see about that Munro system. Now there was one more newer system. It was devised in South India by Thomas Munro. In South India, villages were known as riots. So, based on this word riot, this system was devised as a riotwari system. In this system, they removed the concept of jamindars and their rights as well as they removed the concept of village headmen. And now they decided that people in India, that is the cultivators, they had to pay their revenue to the East India Company directly. First, the system was tried in small scale by Alexander Ree and later it was developed by Thomas Munro and gradually extended all over South India. Munro thought East India Company should act as paternal father for riots. So far, we talked about a three system that is permanent settlement, Mahalwari settlement and Riotwari. I hope all you are clear about these three systems. Well, let's see about the figure what they have given in page number 26 of your NCERT book. Figure 1 is about Robert Clive that he is accepting the Diwani rights of Bengal, Bihar and Orissa from the Mughal ruler in the year of 1765. While the British is ruling our country and the painters are asked to figure out paintings that is the East India Company are precise to be a richer and courageous person even in those paintings too. Look at figure 2 in page number 27 that is a weekly market which is in Murshidabad in Bengal. It is about the peasants and artisans from rural areas where regularly came to these weekly markets. It was also said as haats to sell their goods and buy what they needed from that market. These markets were badly affected during times of this economic crisis in the year of 1770. Figure 3 is about Charles Cornwallis. Cornwallis was the Governor General of India when the permanent settlement was introduced. Under his idea, only they have devised this permanent settlement in India. Figure 29 is about Thomas Munro. He was the Governor General of Madras from the year of 1819 to 1826. Well, let's see source when which is given in your NCERT book. It is in page number 28. Colebrook on Bengal riots. As East India Company devised number of systems in Bengal and many village people in Bengal, they didn't cultivate anything in their land, but instead of this, they gave out their lands to others for rent, taking from them very higher rents. In 1806, H.T. Colebrook described the conditions of these Undertenants in Bengal. The undertenants, that is, the person who was taking their land as rent, depressed by an excessive rent in kind and by usurious returns for the cattle, seed, and subsistence too, advance to them, and they can never extricate themselves from these debts. In so, subject as state, they cannot labor in spread, while they earn a scanty subsistence without hope of bettering their situation. I'm happy to see all your classwork and homework what you did in your review program times. That is too great of you all. Well, and you had to improve your handwriting and all you are doing your job very well. And read these topics what we completed today twice or thrice and find out hot word meanings in your homework note. Thank you all. Stay safe. Stay home. Bye.